Hello guys, come on in. Howdy y'all. Come on in my Kentucky kitchen. I'm Libby and tonight we're going to make Bayou pies. I don't know where I got this recipe, but it's super simple to make and it is amazing. Every person that has tasted it has absolutely loved it. So let's get cooking. We're going to start with, I have my pie crust. And you need unbaked pie crust. And I always, when I'm cooking a pie, I cook it on put it on a cookie sheet, just in case it runs over. I got my pie crust made and ready to go. Now, this is a 2-layer pie. On the first layer, what you need is 1 yellow cake mix. Okay? So, let's put that in. You need 1 yellow cake mix. You need a 1/2 stick of melted butter. So I've got my, not 1/2 stick, a 1/2 cup, which is 1 stick. 1 full stick of melted butter. So I've got that. 1 full stick of melted butter and 1 yellow cake mix. Okay. And anytime I'm baking a pie, I use an egg wash on the pie crust. I don't know if you've ever had a pie where it, the bottom of the crust underneath felt like maybe it wasn't even cooked or it was kind of soggy. Well, what happens when that pie cooked is they didn't put an egg wash on the bottom of the pie crust. So I'm going to show you how to do that. You just crack your egg, put it in your bowl, and you put in just a few drops of water. So I'm going to do that. And then you just kind of whisk that up. So I got that. It's just whisked up, and you take your pastry brush and you just kind of brush the bottom of the pie crust. And it kind of, it seals it so that it doesn't soak up and absorb a bunch of moisture, okay? Which, this pie doesn't have a lot of moisture, but I still always like to do this. So let me put this in the sink. And then you're going to take this egg wash that you made and you're going to put it in here with, Susie, would you turn that just a hair so I can see my mixer better? Yeah, there you go. So now we've got 1 yellow cake mix, a 1/2 cup, 1 full stick of butter, and 1 egg in here. Okay. So we're going to turn this on and get that mixed in. I hope y'all are doing good tonight. I hope you guys try this pie. I think if you try it, you're going to love it. Okay, so now we got that, and we need a 1/2 cup of pecans and a 1/2 cup either white or chocolate chips. So I'm using white this time. So now we mix that in. And this layer, it doesn't have a lot of moisture. It's a pretty show you what this looks like. You get all that goodie off of there. This is gonna be so good. All right, so now you take half of it. Let's see if you can see this. Can you see that, what it looks like? It almost looks like a cookie dough. It's that same consistency as a cookie dough. So now we're gonna divide that in half. And we're going to put half in each pie. Let's see if I can... Uh-oh. Let me put that in the sink. All right. There we go. So now we're going to put half of each one of these into our pie crust. Susie, would you mind washing my paddle for me, honey? I dropped it on the floor. Please, it's in the sink. I need it again. All right. Now, we're going to use this bowl again. So we're just going to stick it back on there. And we are going to add in 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese. Is it done? Very good. So that first layer, you have your pie crust. That first layer is 1 yellow cake mix, a half a cup of pecans, a half a cup of white chocolate or milk chocolate, or if you don't like chocolate, you can leave that part out. Thank you, honey. And then 1 egg. The yellow cake mix, the pecans, 1 egg, and 1 stick of butter. So while we're going to smooth this out, we're going to turn this on and let that cream cheese soften up. So then we're just going to smooth this out and get a nice layer in the bottom of our pie. I think if you try this, you're going to love it. It'll be your new holiday favorite. I've been making it ever since I made that first one. I've been making it ever since. And it is delicious. So now this is kind of what you want to see, what you want it to look like. I hope you guys are having a good evening tonight. It is cloudy and rainy and nasty and not too far from here. Up in Louisville where I work, it's been snowing and sleeting all day on and off. It's been a pretty nasty day, but I guess it's that time of year. And we gotta have the rain, don't we? We gotta have the rain. Okay, now to this, we have our 8 ounces of cream cheese. 1 package of cream cheese, and we're going to add 2 eggs, 1 at a time. So there's 1. You got to continue to scrape down this cream cheese because it will stick to the sides and you won't get it all mixed in. So you got to continue to scrape that down. And you can do this with a hand mixer. You don't have to have a big mixer like I've got. You can do it with a hand mixer, or you can just do it by hand with a fork. What a message. Okay, there we go. Had to fix my phone. Sorry, guys. But this is a very rich, very creamy pie. You can have it with ice cream or Cool Whip or anything like that. And it's delicious. And it does freeze good. You can put it in the freezer and freeze it after you bake it. And it'll last months in the freezer. Okay, now to that, we are going to add 4 cups of powdered sugar. Now, anytime that I'm using powdered sugar, I always sift it beforehand. Just because if you sift it, you're less likely to have lumps. But I mean, you know, when you cook it, it all cooks out anyway, but I don't know, I just have a thing about the lumps, so I would rather not have them when I'm making the batter, so that's just how I do it. The recipe does not say that you have to sit on my recipe, but, well, maybe it's just my thing, it's what I like to do, so that's how I do it. And now we're going to slowly add in this 4 cups of powdered sugar. So this layer has 8 ounces of cream cheese softened room temperature. It has 2 eggs, a teaspoon of vanilla, and 4 cups of powdered sugar. Smells good already, and I don't even have it in the oven. I do have my oven preheated at 325 degrees. And this is going to cook for this is going to cook for 55 to 60 minutes. Now, I have made one already and got it out of the oven, so I'm going to show you, that way you can see the finished product. Now, every oven is different. My oven cooks pretty hot, actually, and it took me exactly 55 minutes. Now, while you're baking, you might want to keep an eye on it at about, say, 45 minutes. And if it looks like the crust is getting dark, you can take aluminum foil and just take a thin strip of it, and you can cover that outside of the pie crust so that it doesn't get too dark on you. But mine did just fine, and I did not have to cover mine. So I'm going to scrape this down one more time and give it one more good mix. And we should be ready. My little dog had to go to the vet today and get her yearly shot. She's not a very happy little dog today. You know, everything, because of this COVID, is all different now. And so when we took her to the vet, they had to come out to the vehicle to get her. We didn't get to go in with her. And oh, she was was not a happy little doggy. She was upset about it. And so she went and got her couple of yearly shots today. She's not a very happy little dog. I think she's kind of mad at us. Do y'all's dogs get mad at you when they don't seem to get their way? They're like little kids, aren't they? At least I know mine is. Alright, so let me put this stuff over here out of the way. And I will show you what this one looks like. Now, you know, if not all that powdered sugar, let me see if I can scoot this up here out of the way a little bit. If not all that powdered sugar got mixed in, what you can do is you just, you know, take your spatula and run it around there. And anytime you use a mixer, before you dump it out, you should always scrape the very, very bottom, because sometimes it doesn't get all the way down to that bottom. All right, and so that looks good. Can you see? So we're going to pull this over here like this. And then we're just going to try to evenly divide this between the two pies. And this layer right here is, oh my goodness, it is so sweet and creamy. You can see how creamy it is. It is delicious. You guys really got to try this. And it's not a hard one to make. Most all the ingredients you got right in your cabinet. You know, and if you go and buy a pre-mixed pie crust, pre-made pie crust, that makes it even easier. If you don't want to take the time to make your own homemade pie crust. So, and you can buy those now for, you know, a couple of bucks for 2 of them, something like that. And most people have a cake mix and a thing of cream cheese and some eggs, and it's that simple. Okay, here's what it looks like before it's baked. And like I said, I would suggest always putting it on a pie pan, on a cookie sheet before you bake it. So now we're gonna stick these in the oven and set our timer for 55 minutes. And that'll be good to go. Okay, so now, the big part, the reveal. Let me grab this pie. Look here. Can you see? It is absolutely beautiful. When it comes out, it's puffed up real high. And then after it starts to cool, the center's going to sink back down a little bit. And I don't know if you can see it. It's got like a cake layer around it. Oh my goodness. This thing is so, so good. And this is a Bayou pie. Look, somebody snuck a bite. See that? I bet that was Susie. I bet that was Susie. Yep, this is it. The Bayou pie. And it's sweet and gooey. I mean, anything with butter and cream cheese and chocolate is always good, right? So, I hope you guys like this. I hope y'all give it a try. Like I said, it's a super simple, easy pie to make. And everybody loves it. So, I want to thank you guys for coming in my kitchen with me tonight. I enjoy having y'all here with me when I cook. I'm really liking this. I hope you guys are enjoying watching me. Maybe sometime we can all go get together and have a slice of pie and some coffee. All right. Love you guys. I'll see you later.